Hey everybody, I just want to quickly go over some aiming pointers, some basics. I get asked a lot about my sensitivity and stuff like that, so I'm going to try to go over some basics real quick. My sensitivity is 25, I use 400 DPI, so it's about 11 to, I don't know, I think it's around 11 inches for 360. I don't have the exact number on me right now, I could actually look, but I don't really care. The trick is just mainly don't use a sensitivity that's too high for you. If it's too high, your aim will be bouncing all over the place when you're trying to track people. It'll be like that, and you'll be just shooting back and forth trying to hit that person, and it won't work. With a low enough sensitivity, you'll be able to just snap straight to them and stay on them, just perfectly track them. But if you go too low, then you won't be able to keep up with them. You'll turn too slow, etc., etc. But the too low, there's a pretty wide margin there, because I'm at about probably the highest sensitivity that I could comfortably play at, since I don't use my wrist at all. If I go any higher on sensitivity, I will lose fine movement control because I don't use my wrist. I'm an arm player. I used to play about 22 to 23 inches for 360 when I played Counter-Strike and DoD and Call of Duty. So I'm about twice as fast as I used to be on the sensitivity. And honestly, it's not a huge improvement. It's just something. It's like a comfort thing. Right now, I feel most comfortable using the sensitivity in Warface. And in some of my other games, I actually use a lower sensitivity. I don't normally recommend that. Normally, I recommend staying at one sensitivity for all games. You can use the website mousesensitivity.com. Can actually calculate that for you, so you can use exactly the same sensitivity in every game. But okay, so like basic pointers. You're going for consistency and precision when you shoot. Don't worry about speed. I see people fuck up all the time because they're worrying too much about being fast. They want to be the first to shoot. The person who wins a gunfight is not normally the first person to shoot, it's the first person to fire a good shot. You very rarely die to the first bullet somebody fires, and when you do, it's because they made a good shot. And unless you make a good shot against them, you would still die to the first first bullet they fired. So, make your shots count. Aim, shoot, kill. If you start shooting around them, like that, you're not killing them. You're just wasting time. They're gonna kill you. So, make it count. You know? I mean, I'm not saying don't spray, but control your spray. Make the shots count. Mostly you want to go for headshots. If they're moving too erratically for you, I mean, you can make some body shots and kill them, but the goal is to consistently headshot. It kills people very quickly. That goes for pretty much every gun except for shotguns and sniper rifles. Shotguns, you're pretty much just going to slide kill and kill them. For shotguns, I actually would recommend something like a Peg KT with a silencer on it. With slide kill range with a Peg KT and silencer is incredible. And it's a very consistent gun. It's better than the Meshuggah, so don't even waste your money on the Meshuggah. But for people who are sliding in on you, we're gonna go with this for head. This is the head. This is their body. About right there would be their elbow if they're sliding in at an angle like that. Right there would be their elbow. Normally, I don't aim straight at the head because with the slight lagginess of hitboxes and everything, it makes it inconsistent. Hold on a second, I'm gonna reload. It makes it inconsistent. You're not always going to get the headshot, and you might miss them completely. What I find best is to aim at their elbow and fire like a burst at their elbow and just keep it there, and it'll almost always headshot them. That's how you headshot. You will very consistently headshot if you just point a little bit below their head, still kind of towards their body, like I said, about elbow level. When they go prone, proning is a really bad habit, guys. If you're prone shooting, for one thing, now it makes you inaccurate as soon as you hit the ground, so you're relying a lot on luck. I mean, you could be a really lucky player, but you're relying too much on luck. When they hit the ground, so I'm shooting at head level, they hit that ground, I can immediately drop because I know exactly where they're going. There's only one place they're going. They're going straight down. They're not going anywhere else after that. They're stuck there. They're not going left, right. They're not rolling. They're not zigzagging. They're not doing anything. They're completely stationary right there with their head pointing straight at me. So, like, literally, don't panic. Just drop to their head and keep firing. That's another sensitivity thing. I mean, if your sensitivity is too high, you're not going to be able to make fine adjustments if you're slightly off their head. Now, like I said, I'm not the greatest at doing this sort of commentary and giving tips, so I just wanted to give some basics. Just make your sensitivity something you're comfortable with and can control. I know a lot of people like to go really fast, and then I watch them play, and they're all over the place. They're not consistent because they're trying to be too fast. So, I mean, lower is better, pretty much. I mean, if we're going to go over sensitivities, Kickstar uses 400 DPI, like 15 sensitivity. Riga, I don't know what he's using right now. He changes all the time, but he's probably about 2 to 3 inches more for a 360 than me. I think he's between like 13 and 15 inches for a 360. Casbo uses like 10 sensitivity, 800 DPI. So, like I said, you think all these players that shoot super fast are using high sensitivity? They're not. They're using a sensitivity they can control. And they're fast because they can control their aim. But you just want to be able to tap people, make them dead. See, I'm not even very good at this shit in the gun range. Honestly, my precision in this game is not great. I'm actually probably, I'd say, one of the least accurate of the so-called good Warface players. But I'm fast, but I'm not inaccurate. I'm accurate. I'm just not. I'm not Casbo level. If you ever watch Casbo's videos, Casbo, when he fires a shot, it hits. It hits him in the head, and then he fires another shot and it hits somebody else in the head. Casbo has near perfect precision, and he gets that because he practices really hard for consistency. Riga does the same thing. Riga is extremely consistent in his aim because he tries for that. Riga is not even all that fast of a shooter. You ask him, he'll tell you he's not fast. He's not all that fast in reacting. He's precise. He doesn't miss, and that is what matters. The person who makes the first good shot wins. So make your shots count. Now I have one more thing I want to talk about. I had a new idea. If you guys want me to help you out, give some tips and pointers, put a video of your gameplay, a full game, TDM, plant the bomb, FFA, doesn't really matter as long as it's not bag and tag. Put a whole game link in your comment, and I will take a look at it. I will dub over it with my commentary about what I see that you can change and how you can change it and what I think you could do to improve. I do the same sort of thing with other people where I ask them what they see that I can change. I review my own videos and look for mistakes. The outsider perspective helps a lot. Just reviewing your own stuff will help a lot. When you go back, you notice a lot of the time you'll be like, no reg this, no reg that, bad game, and then you go back and you notice you just missed them by a little bit. Or even you missed them by a lot. Or you just didn't see the guy. I mean, when you're in the heat of the moment, it's easy to make excuses. That's why it's good to record your stuff and go back and look at it. But like I said, just put a comment in the video with a link to something from you watch, and I will watch it, and I will comment on it, and I will re-upload it. Thanks.